Welcome to the Laser Sports Update. I'm your host, Kieran Oliver, and let's get to this week's update. While out of season right now, the men's lacrosse team is currently fundraising for the Headstrong Foundation in their mission to provide resources for patients and their families who are receiving care and treatment for cancer. As part of this, the men's lacrosse team and other lacrosse teams around the nation are growing mustaches to show their support. If you would like to donate to help people dealing with cancer, please use the link down below to show your support. Thank you. The women's soccer team played the number 5 seed Colby Sawyer in the quarterfinals on Saturday, November 2nd. The game ended up going to shootouts after being tied 1-1 with goals coming from Jordan Chapman for the Lasers and Bridget O'Connell for Colby Sawyer. The Lasers ended up winning this thrilling match in PKs led by goalie Elizabeth De Silva with 2 saves during it. After, the Lasers traveled to Johnson & Wales to play the number 1 seed. Unfortunately, the Lasers fell short and lost 2-0. Great season and way to keep fighting. The women's field hockey team traveled to New England College on November 2nd for the quarterfinals of the playoffs. This game ended up going to overtime after ending in a 1-1 score. Goals came from Jackie Scopa for the Lasers and Megan Kamish for the Pilgrims. The Lasers fought hard in the first overtime period after getting a yellow card, leaving them man down for most of the quarter. Unfortunately, in the double overtime, the Pilgrims ended up scoring and moving on. It was a great season, ladies. The women's volleyball team traveled to Emmanuel on Tuesday, November 5th to play against the Saints. The Lasers ended up winning with a sweep 3-0. The Lasers were led in kills by McKenna McCool with 8, followed by Emily Van Houten with 7. Sydney Katz ended the game with 28 assists. The women's volleyball team is currently the number 1 seed in the GNAC and has an undefeated 13-0 record in it. Keep up the good work. The men's soccer team traveled to Riviera College on October 31st for a play-in game to get into the GNAC playoffs. This game also led to a shootout after the final score of a regular time was tied 1-1. Goals came from Dante Mills for the Lasers and Alejandro Quezada for the Raiders. After going to a shootout, unfortunately the Lasers lost in PKs 5-4 and missed getting in the playoffs. Great season of the men's soccer team. The men's and women's basketball teams just started their season on November 8th, and we wish them good luck this season. That's all for the Laser Sports Update. I'm your host, Kieran Oliver, signing off.